Okay, dear students, in our last class we discussed about the basic points of fundamental rights. That is, there are 6 types of fundamental rights are there at present in our constitution, and their articles, from which article to they have been inscribed in our constitution we have discussed. That is, right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to religion, right to cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. These are the 6 fundamental rights. In our last class I have specified you on this board also. That is, one more fundamental right, right to property, was deleted from the topic of the fundamental rights. So there are only 6 fundamental rights are there. From today onwards we are going to discuss these rights in brief. So try to understand. As we discussed now, the first right is the right to equality. This right to equality was explained in our constitution from article 14 to 18. So here 4 rights are there. What about article 14? Article 14 is nothing but rule of law. You know the meaning of rule of law. That is, everyone is equal before law, and every law is also equally protected. Equally protected. This is the basic meaning of the rule of law. So here the state should not deny to any person regarding rule of law. Deny means not to refuse. On the availability of laws and according to the acts of the laws, the state should not deny to any person availability of rule of law. This is equality. That is the aspect of the right to equality. Everyone is equal before law. The state should not show any kind of discrimination only based on the race, religion, region, language. On this artificial base, the state should not deny the availability of equality clause to any person. And the next one, article 15. This is another important aspect. State shall not discriminate any person. Any person shall not be discriminated by state on the grounds of race, religion, caste, language, etc. What is the meaning of discrimination? Showing partiality, not allowing them to utilize the resources, not allowing them to the temples, not allowing them to utilize or allow them to take any part which is related to the wholly funded by the state or partially funded by the state. This is the basic concept, that is shall not discriminate, that is that may not be practiced. For example, hotels are there, restaurants are there, resorts are there. According to their eligibility, their ability, everyone can visit. According to their capability, they utilize. At the same time, public properties are there, parks are there, wells are there, bathing ghats are there. They are funded by the state. If they are funded by the state, all citizens of India can utilize them equally. Here, state shall not discriminate. This is another concept of the equality. During olden days, ancient period, some of the people are discriminated because of their religion, caste. In view of those incidents, our constitution has been inserted this equality concept. And the next one, Article 16 is related to equal opportunity for all citizens in the employment or any other activities, entrance to office under the state. That means here also no question of the discrimination based on the religion, caste, language, race. Here it is important. Whatever the religion he may be belongs, whatever the caste he may be belongs, whatever the language he may be going to speak, that is not the question to enter into the office under the state. So, the state should give equal opportunities to all the people equally. This is the aspect of the Article 16. But here under this article, some clauses also there according to the backwardness of the region, backwardness of the people. The state can take the measures for the upliftment of such downtrodden people. Here, that is the exemption clause. You learn the things in your higher classes clearly. And the next article is the Article 17. It is the Mahatma Gandhiji's dream, that is the untouchability. Untouchability is abolished and its practice in any form is forbidden, means abolished. No one show the concept of untouchability, and if anyone is going to practice in any kind of public aspects, then they will be punished. That is treated as the crime. This is also, you know that in our earlier olden days, the lower caste peoples are generally called as the untouchables and the upper classes keep away from their houses and other aspects also. Here we are unable to learn in detail. I think you have an idea regarding about the untouchability. Such practices are crime and they will be punished. And the next one is related to the Article 18. It is regarding about the titles or awards. Here the state have no chances to award other titles except military or academic. That means what are military awards? Ashoka Chakra, Paramavira Chakra, these are the military awards. What are academic awards? Achievement in academic area, that is the doctor. These two only can be enforced by the state. Other than these titles, the state cannot enforce any type of the titles. Titles should not keep before the name of the person. If any such type of keeping of titles before and after the name leads to the inequality. So that type of titles are almost all prohibited or forbidden. State can declare only these two titles: those who worked under the military, those who got the academic ability, capability. And any citizen shall not accept the foreign title directly. This is also comes under the Article 18. That leads to spoil the sovereignty power of the state. And this all related to the right to equality. As under fundamental rights, our second topic is the right to freedom. Under this right to freedom, there are Article 19 to 22 there. Basically, Article 19 is related to the core freedoms, important freedoms, without which any citizen cannot survive. Like that, the citizen can settle in anywhere in India, can go through within the part of India also. We have a chance to form associations and unions. The citizen can adopt any type of legal profession. The citizen can have the chance of speech. He can express his faithness, his liability. All are these generally considered as the core freedoms. They are expressed under the Article 19. These are very important freedoms for the livelihoodness of the citizen. So that only these are considered as the core freedoms. And the next one, Article 20. Article 20 is no person shall be convicted any offense except for violation of law in force at that time. That means offense means crime. Convicted means that is generally he was convicted of crime. That is not proved. That is the basic thing of the convicted. So according to this article, no person shall not be convicted. No person shall not be convicted any offense except whenever he be convicted, whenever he violate the law at that time according to the force, according to in force. That is very important. That should be proved according to the law. Then only he should be convicted. And the next one, Article 21. It is also important. That is the right to life. No person shall be deprived of his life or liberty. It is provide us the chance of right to life. Because of this right only, all citizens of our country spending their lives happily. And here only one more additional article is there. That is the Article 21A. It is included by the 86th Amendment Act of 2002. This is related to the right to education. According to this article, it is the compulsory that the state should provide the free education to the children in between the age of 16 to 14 years. In this way, you know that it is one of the important recent update in our constitution. Right to education. With this article, the children, those who are in between the age of 6 to 14, get the chance to free education from our government. And the next one, Article 21A. The next one is the Article 22. Article 22. It is related to arrest and detention. Arrest and detention. Whenever any person is arrested and detained to the custody, he is to be being informed by the police. Without informing whatever the crime he has convicted, the police have no chance, authority to arrest him. Whenever such convicted person going to ask the such arrested authority, they should inform him. This is related to the Article 22. This is created the liberty, freedom opposite to the arrest and detentions of the people primarily. And here also under this article only one more intimation is there that the person who is going to be arrested, he should be presented before the nearest magistrate within 24 hours. It is a compulsory activity to serve the freedom of citizen of India. These are all the basic freedoms provided to the citizens under the article from 19 to 22 in our Indian Constitution. Try to listen carefully. Try to understand the words like forbidden, convicted, offense. These are important technical terminology in our civics. Try to get that meanings also. If any doubt is there, just contact me through WhatsApp or group. Okay, thank you.